Your brand is what sets you apart from others and what tells your story. And what better way to show your uniqueness than by creating a logo for your brand that can be used on your website, social media, merchandise branding, and anywhere else you find necessary. In this video, we'll show you the steps to creating a logo for your business for free and without much prior design knowledge. Traditionally, logos consist of either a symbol, known as a logo mark, a word mark, sometimes referred to as a type logo, or a combination of the two. While you can choose any type, what we'll be focusing on today is the word mark. This is a type of logo that spells out your brand's name in a simple but strong way. The strength of such a logo is that it's easy to read, works great in small sizes, and simple to make. You really can't go wrong with this one, and it shows. Just look at some of the biggest fashion brands. Many of them are using this exact type of logo for their branding. So where do you start? While the easiest way to create a word mark can be just to load up the good old MS Paint, writing in your brand's name, choosing a font, and exporting, we'll be showing you a bit more in-depth guide so that you can create something that will last, adapt to different situations, and is tailored for your unique style.
Nice.
For that, you'll need proper design tools. Luckily, Photopea.com is a free design tool for anyone looking to create artwork. Additionally, it works right on your web browser, so you don't need to download any software onto your computer. When you first fire up this website, it might look intimidating as there are about 1 million buttons, and it feels like some sort of spaceship dashboard. If you're familiar with Photoshop, this is about the same experience. If not, don't worry, we'll show you everything you need to know. Click on New Project. Here I can set my project name and set the dimensions. Since we don't know yet the aspect ratio of our word mark, I'll leave it as it is and we'll be able to adjust it later on. For the background, choose Transparent. Click Create. This is now our artboard where we'll place objects. For starters, on the left side panel, you can click on the text box icon and afterward, simply click on the middle of the artboard to type in your brand name. Click Confirm on the top when you're finished. Now, although the text is there, it's quite small, so we'll need to scale it up. At the top under Size, drag the slider until it's correct. Depending on your word mark, and if you prefer it in single or multiple lines, you can adjust the text here. To move your logo around the artboard, press V or choose the Move tool on the left side panel. Simply click and drag until you find the middle, at which point it'll snap. By the way, if you ever need to redo a step, you can press Command Z on a Mac or Control Z on a PC to take you back. Now that we have our basis down, we can begin to customize. While making sure I'm on my text layer, I'm going to click again on the Type tool for the text settings to appear back on the top. I can choose the font here. There are about as many options to choose from as there are stars in the galaxy. While you can go through these one by one until you find something you like, here are some established fonts we can recommend. Feel free to experiment. Just make sure to keep simplicity in mind, as the easier your word mark is to read, the more likely it'll be that people will remember it. Once you find your favorite, depending on the font you've chosen, you might also have an option to set the thickness. For readability in smaller sizes, we recommend something bold. But again, check to see what works for you. This is looking good, but there's still some fine-tuning that can be done. On the top right, click Window. Character. The new box should appear on your screen with extra type settings. Here I can set the distance between the letters for a more open or closed look. If your logo is in multiple lines, setting the leading, sometimes known as line height, might also be a good idea. Simply enter a number that looks good to you or leave it at auto. You can even go further and adjust the height and width of the characters, set the color of your text, and even put it in italic. But for my word mark, I feel it's fine as it is. So what else can we do to make this more unique? Let me show you a fun tool that'll bring your word mark to the next level. If you press T to go back to our initial type tool, at the top you'll find a button called Warp. What this does is that you can bend your text in interesting ways to add even more character to your word mark. This might not work for everyone as you're sparing some of the readability of your brand's name, but it's always fun to explore the options. Select a style and feel free to adjust the settings below to see what interesting approaches you can make. Once done, click OK. Even if you go back and edit some of the other text options, the warp setting will remain editable, so you can always turn it off or change the style if necessary. Congratulations! You now have a logo for your business that you can proudly stand behind. All that's left is to export it. Right now our artboard has a lot of empty space around the edges, so we'll crop that down. Press C or go to the crop tool at the left side panel and drag the area of your logo. By scaling the edges, you can fine-tune your selection. Once done, click Confirm. Furthermore, right now the dimensions of our artboard are quite small, so we'll need to scale them up if we want our logo to be sharp in big sizes, especially if printing on a t-shirt. Head to Image, Image Size, and set the width to at least 3000 pixels. The height will adjust accordingly. Press OK. Go to File, Export As. Here you can select a number of file types. We recommend exporting your logo as PNG so that it has a transparent background and is easy to upload to most sites. Later on, it might be a good idea to export SVG or PDF as well, since these are vector format files and are often important if you're planning to use your logo across all mediums. Press Save. A pro tip is to export your logo also in the colors of white and black. The reason behind this is there may be different situations where you need to place it. For example, on darker backgrounds, a white logo will stand out better. On brighter backgrounds, a black or colored logo will. Simply change the color of your logo and repeat the process of saving the files. And that's all there is to it. Now that your logo is finished, it's time to apply it to some products and get selling. Go to Printify.com, choose from one of the 300 plus products, upload your logo, and start featuring your brand. I hope this helps you in your entrepreneurial journey. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. Also, if you have any suggestions for future videos or design tips you'd like to see from us, let us know by commenting below. Thanks a lot!